Hey, it's LD. I'm over here now. We're going to talk about, the travel season. So this is going to be done in one take, hopefully. If you get any information out of this, like, subscribe, click that notification bell. Leave a comment or two if you have any questions about it. This is not so much as a review as it is more of a kind of what's in my bag and why. And right now, this is, as I'm recording, this is January. And we're getting into the travel season for photographers, or at least for convention season. We have PPAs, Imaging USA, we have WPPI, I think there's probably going to be Shutterfest, and a couple other things going on. I apologize if I forgot the numerous ones. And like I've said before in previous videos, we're trying to move towards, essentially not necessarily one bag travel. I know that's a big thing amongst travelers, but at least we're going to try to be able to do carry-on travel only. And, right now you see I have this, and there's a video on it, and I might link to this if I can. It's called Friedrik roller board, and inside of this, and this is, I would spin it, but I don't have enough room to spin it. Inside of this is where I will place the items that I don't necessarily have to have on my trips, but I want to have. So this weekend I'll be hanging out with a photographer from South Carolina, Gina Porter, Aerial Photography, and I am going to be bringing a travel tripod, MeFoto travel tripod, bringing two LED lights, light panels. One of them is in here. One of them is already in the bag. Pop out gray card if I need to, because I know we're going to be shooting in the desert. A dust kit, a gimbal, a secondary, and these, I'm going to say this real quick. These are, I've had these for probably about 10 years now. These are Ultipod 2s. And they can hold speed lights, they can hold cameras, they hold a medium format camera. They can hold a lot of weight on them, and you can pretty much put them almost anywhere and tie them up to a tree or to a fence or whatnot. They're great to have when you don't have the ability to have a larger tripod around. So there's also one of these in this bag. This right here is my Speedbox. See, this is the reason why, when you do one take, it gets kind of live here. This is my Speedbox Flip 28. This is an amazing, amazing modifier. This goes with my speed light. And this is my ear travel kit. It's kind of like a dock kit. So I'll put cables and stuff like that inside of this. I'll post a link down below. But this is not really what I really wanted to talk about a lot of. So I'm going to remove this from here. And what I wanted to talk about when it comes to this essence of one bag traveling is, what do I need to have when I travel around the country, around the world? What is a requirement? Now, understand, what I'm putting out here is not for shooting weddings. Could I shoot a wedding with what I have inside this bag? I could. I could shoot a wedding with what I have inside this bag. But is this bag really designed for me to go shoot a wedding? No, it's not. It's more so designed for me to be able to shoot portraits, landscape, or whatever I need, wherever I go to. So in this bag, and this is an overstuffed version of this bag, and I'll put it on just so you can see what kind of weight we're looking at. And this is the air, and I got load lifters on there. This is the Air Travel Pack 3, small, 28 liters, and I'm going to tell you why I went with this, and this is the X Pack. There's there's a lot of really, really good bags on the market. Pete Design has an amazing one. Peter McKinnon has an amazing one. Think Tank Photo. Those of you that are photographers, you're familiar with Think Tank Photo. I love them. But I went with this because I wanted a bag that didn't look like a photo bag. 2, I can use for other things when I'm not shooting. And 3, it did the basics of the job that I need. So this right here technically is big enough for most airlines, not all, to be a what's the thing called? A personal item, and which means that it can go underneath the seat. Now this is overpacked right now, so for a lot of airlines, it'll be kind of tight because it's just a little bit on the depth side. It's a little bit over 9 inches high, but once I take out some of the stuff out of it, it'll be like around 7 inches. So I had, oh, excuse me as I go off camera. This little item right here, some of you guys might know this is a travel scale. And this is always nifty to keep with you, especially when you're flying overseas where your carry-on bags get weighed. And actually, here's what's great about this think tank. Or not think tank, I keep on saying think tank, this air travel pack. There are pull handles on every side. So I don't even need to do it from the top handle, I can do it from the side handle. It's well constructed, but I'm gonna see, I don't know if I can show you guys, but right now it's 28.66 pounds. So most places overseas, that's overweight. I think most places overseas, and then let me go to 13 kilograms. That's where it sits at. Exactly 13 kilograms, which most places are 7 kilograms, but I think I've been one time where it's 15 kilograms, and I think that was on Emirates, but I could be wrong and mistaken. So what do I have in here? Okay, let's start with the outside. This is technically for your water bottle. I put my wipes in here. And here is a cool water bottle. For those that don't know, this is great because you can fold it when you're not using it, but when you're at the airport, you really need to get something from the machine, you can use this. Of course, always, it's a thing to have your carabiner there. Start on the other side. What do I have in here? I have 2 AA's, memory cards, cleaner for the lens cleaner, and yeah, it does say Nikon because I am an NPS, even though I am shooting Fuji on this trip. These things right here, they're TheraBreaths. There's a box. The box is about that big. They're good for sugar-free breath mints when you're on that plane or you're taking those long flights. You can put a lot of them in there. I think I have about 10 or 15 in there. I'm not going to take all of them out. You do have the straps on the side to kind of tighten it down if you want to. And what's cool about these straps is that the straps are magnetic, so they're really, really easy to kind of separate. On the top side, there's another little compartment right there. This is where I would probably keep my passport. I don't think I have anything else in there. And when I'm underpacked, I would probably put my wallet in there as I go through the checkpoints and stuff like that. And the cool thing about Air Travel Pack 3 Travel Pack 3 period, is that this is made of X-Pack, so it has a very high water resistance, and you have the YKK AquaGuard zippers on there to prevent. Now, another reason why I say it's overpacked. So, as I pull this out, I have my laptop, and this will not be going with me on this trip because I will just capture and keep. I have enough memory cards for that. If not, I would normally bring a little solid state 1 terabyte hard drive. I get it, and I apologize for a lot of the ums. I'm thinking about stuff and I'm trying to rush through this video, so I apologize in advance. That being said, the 1 terabyte SanDisk hard drives, you can get those at Costco sometimes as low as $90. So, who is not a sponsor, or nobody else is a sponsor, your power cord charger, that's also in a compartment up top there. Open up the top compartment. Let's look what we have here. For the flash, a little bounce card for the flash. Some face diapers, some masks, more carabiners, some B12 zip fizz, and so let's start off with this. We know I use the whites to white, use the charger to charge. Zip Fizz is because, like, you know, especially if I'm going to work out or whatever, they're great pre-workouts. The two AA batteries are from my remote trigger for my flash that I have inside of here. So we're going to go in this top section. And this is where we start getting fun. So I have Passport Color Checker, which is great to use for your photo shoots, for your portraits. Got my National Parks Pass, pens. I have one of my panels, light panels, LED light panels, Expo disc, extra battery for my camera, ND filters, Blue Frog ND filters. And that's in these small pockets. Open up this pocket. What do I have in here? Extra head of toothbrush just in case I get extended. Media pass. Business cards. Battery charger for my flash. Extra headphones in case I'm riding on an airline that I don't want to use my Bluetooth headphones. I'm not going to take the pens out. I think you know what they're for. They're for writing. This pocket goes all the way down in. And I keep the instructions for my LED light in case there's things that I want to do that I forget. So I'll close this up for right now. And this is where we get really funny. And so, like I said, as this right now, I just took the laptop out. And the laptop is the heaviest thing in here, I think. So before I open up the main compartment, let's see what we're weighing at right now. And it has me at 9.78 kilograms. So still over most of the 7 kilograms, but much lighter. Let me see what that says in pounds. 2156 pounds. We lost about 8 pounds just off of that already. Here's where we get the fun. And what's cool about this bag is that it does open pretty much like a suitcase. Inside of this side, I got dental floss, which I could put inside of my Night Eyes, I think it's called Night Eyes, bag. And what's cool about the Night Eyes bag, this is waterproof. There's air in it so you can't compress it. But what's nice about it is that if it goes in the water, whatever, it can actually float. And you can use it for other things when you get there. You actually have loops on there, or you can use it as a belt pack when you're doing other things. I want to point this out. So a lot of times, perfumes and stuff like that, you have the little sticks on there. This is the deodorant. I probably should do it the other way, right? Because I don't want to advertise. So this is the deodorant that I normally use at home. But I will get a special travel size because that is taking up space. It's not even so much about, you know, the 2.6, the 311 rule, or whatever. It's that this takes up way less space than this. And with a bag this size, you want to maximize your space. So, going more into it, we got another compartment. This is what's cool. So, I keep another USB-C cable for charging. I have gels for my speed light. And I think that is 10 gels for my speed light, which is nice to have. There we go, locked in. There we go, locked in. So my speed light gels. One compressible, and that's not quite a small, but it's a medium. Camera battery charger. Portable charger, and this one is cool. I like this one because this one, and you might hear music in the background. I don't know if it cancels it out, but you know, neighbors now, they want to let everybody know that they showed up, and they're playing music outside. But this one right here plugs in. What's cool about this charger, I can plug in the USB inside of it and charge there directly, and it's a high-speed charger. But what's nice about it is that it also has a Lightning connection and a USB-C connection coming throughout of there. So this is really, really good to have. To couple with this, let me see if I can find this. I also have, and I picked this up earlier this week, so I can't remember the brand name off of it, but I think it's an Anchor. No, it's Zenjur. I apologize. This is an international charger, and which is cool because or plug adapter. But what's nice about this is that it has a 60 amp USB-C to USB-C outlet, so that this will power up your laptops, most laptops. And then on the bottom of this, you also have 3 USB-C chargers and a regular standard USB charger on the bottom of this. So this you can also use to plug in the wall and charge 3 things or 4 things at the same time. Also, another thing with this is that if you have a strip outlet, which I don't have with me, if you have a strip outlet in this, you can turn around and actually plug that in and work with it. On top of that, another portable tripod. My Hold Fast Gear Solo moneymaker to wear when I'm doing my shoots. Portable Sonicare toothbrush. And I could make this smaller and put this inside. The main reason why I keep this because this thing is a charger in itself and it keeps it charged so that way that no matter where I go. And what's nice about these newer ones, I can charge it off if I needed to. I can charge it off of this. So that's what's really, really good about these newer ones. I don't know how long, I didn't look at those specs, so I don't know how long this holds the charge, but it charges it, after you're done with it. Have a remote trigger for the camera. Another compression case. And in this I have a pair of slacks, full set of overalls, 3 or 4 merino wool shirts. In this I have 2 shorts, 2 workout shirts, and 6 sets of underwear. Not that you really want to know what my underwear is, but that's what I have in this. And I took them out. I could have put them all in one, but it really is to get the smaller, to compact this down a lot more. And so that's kind of the trade-off that I made. I could have used a smaller one and put this in a bigger one, but what I learned is that it's too lumpy when you put too much hose in that big one. So I just went into the next size down instead of going to the really, really small one, using this one to hold my toiletries. Then I have medium format lens, another medium format lens, speed light, and a camera. And then inside of here I have, little mini knickknacks and stuff like that. But that's the inside of the bag. And then it comes back down to, and I think this weighs 3.5 pounds. You can look this up empty. This is also something I want to point out, which is this right here. I got this, it's I guess an 8 case, and it's technically a wrap case. You can use it as a bag if you wanted to. But one thing I like about it is if you're doing stuff like cleaning or stuff with your camera, is a high visibility on the other side. So that way that if you got anything on there, you see it when you miss it. You can get this in smaller sizes. But what's also nice, like I said, it's I can use it, as I was saying, I can use it as another case or a camera bag, or not a camera case, but a lens case for my other lenses if I wanted to. I don't use it for that because the lenses are pretty much, it's too bulky. If I can find some silicone sleeves for these, I will. I'll get those soon. But that allows me to have my camera, 2 lenses. I have enough here to set up to do a photo shoot where I travel. And that in itself, and big thing too, is because I'm going to Vegas, it's like 40, 50 degrees in there. I will bring a hoodie. I'll have a merino wool sweatshirt, not sweatshirt, but a merino wool sweater on underneath this, and another set of overalls, which is what I travel with. And so, in general, I have enough clothes to go pretty much 4 or 5 days without washing. Don't want to do that. But I have enough clothes that that pretty much last me if I had to do an extended trip or do a back-to-back trip. One of the secrets to that, I will say, is having coordinating clothes. So the 3 colors that I have in here, as far as coordinating clothes, are yellow, or we're in yellow right now. It's not yellow, it's blue, black, and olive green. And those tend to coordinate and whatnot. If I know I'm going to be doing some kind of dressy event, I can still fit at least one, well, I'll probably go travel with a loafer or whatever. 2 loafers, a brown loafer, because the brown will go well with the green. The brown will still go well with a black shirt and blue slacks. And I can work something out with that. If I was going to go shoot a wedding though, I probably will be wearing clothes that coordinate with that wedding or whatnot. For the most part, I'm not going to be traveling or flying to go shoot a lot of weddings with just one bag. If I'm going to go do a wedding, I'll at least have at a minimum, at a minimum the roller, and then more than likely the roller will have most of my gear inside of it with me, and a carry-on, or not a carry-on, a checked baggage. All of that to say is that it really comes down to planning. And when you have a nice simple bag, I mean, this is a lot of stuff to actually carry. And like I said, I use the compressible box or compression cubes, packing cubes, compression packing cubes, because I can fit a little bit more in there and take out some of the air and the space on it. And you know, people use rollers, and for me, it's an organization tool to keep things neat in a spot. This is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of gear. Like I said earlier, it's almost 30 pounds. And I think, you know, if I am going to go now this weekend, and I'm just going to go, the clothes come, the flash comes, the lenses come, the speed light comes, and everything like that. This goes inside the other case. The laptop doesn't come. So now I'm going around with 20 pounds in the back of me instead of rolling around with 30 pounds. And that 10 pounds does save a lot. Hopefully this helped. If I remember, I will put links to all of, or to most of the stuff on there. I will try to put affiliate links. But not everything is an affiliate link. So I really just want to help those photographers out there who are looking for something other than what the standard is, because at the end of the day, this is not a photography bag. And what's cool is that you can, I think the Think Tank Small with the Travel Pack 3, not the small, but the Travel Pack 3, I think the Think Tank Small Cube can actually fit inside of this, and height and width. But you have a bag that you can use for pretty much for anything. And this is a bag easily, if I were not shooting medium format, this is a bag easily that I can pick, you know, a smaller system, because this is a big lens. This is a huge lens. I can put a smaller system and travel around the world with it and then come back. So if this information was helpful to you, I know this was a little bit longer than what I wanted, but if this information was helpful to you, please leave a comment, and like a fat kid in dodgeball, I'm out.